Nope. I am live. Right now, I'm going to get to the...
So we're running live?
We are running live.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joe, Tony, and Mark. We're here at our Clinton Township indoor field, getting ready to start up our weekly Thursday night live feed. Just kind of talking about, what's happening in paintball, what's going on around here, what videos we're working on, what events we're hosting soon, what events we're going to. So stay tuned. We're just getting fired up here. Mark, I think, has a better handle on all the sound stuff this week. So as always, if there's any comments, suggestions, anything like that, we'll leave them in the comments. I'll be monitoring them. But
he's shaking his head over there.
No, I don't want to know. Keep your comments to yourself, everybody.
But no, hopefully we'll have everything a little bit dialed in here. Have a couple. We'll have a special guest. We should have Bill from Mad Frog stopping by today to hang out and chat with us about the red, white, and blue game. John Reeves, who was the winning general out there, should be calling in a little bit later too. He's down in Ohio, so we'll be bringing him in over the phone.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
got the chat up.
Nice.
So right now, like I said, we're not officially going to kick off until 5. So the few of you, Jackson and PXG, what's going on, guys? If you got any questions while we're just kind of wasting time right now, let us know if you can hear us okay. How does it sound on your end? Yeah.
The video. I think last week everybody said the video looked really nice. So, but yeah, any comments, suggestions, anything like that, let us know. If you got any questions right now, like I said, we got a little bit of time to kill before we officially start. At that point, we'll kind of try and stay on topic and answer questions related to what we're talking about at the time. But next 5-10 minutes, got any questions for us, throw it out. So
Caleb says, hi, Dad. He's not my kid, so he must be one of yours. Anybody want to claim him?
No, he must be Adam's kid.
yeah, that's probably Adam's son. So we'll let Adam know his son Caleb said hello.
Cool. Elena's mama, how long till it starts? 5 o'clock. We will kick this off officially at 5 o'clock. Joe, if you want to put the word out on Facebook real quick that we are live, but the official show starts at 5.
Is that one of our very few female viewers? Kayla's mama or Elena's mama or something?
Yeah. I would not assume gender in this day and age, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty big indicator, but okay. Yeah.
Mama does, but yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about the red, white, and blue game, recapping that. Be talking about upcoming events at our field. We will be talking about what videos we shot today as well. I got a couple good topics lined up. Like Joe said earlier, you got Bill from Mad Frog Militia going to be stopping by here at the indoor, chatting with us, letting everybody know what he thought of the red, white, and blue game.
Yep, Bill's on his way. Like I said, John Reeves is going to call in at 5:30 or 17:30 for our military friends Eastern time.
He's a military man. Yeah.
He is. So they're asking for some shout outs real quick. So like I said, we've got Elena's mama, we got Caleb, Jackson, let's see here, Devon, Sories, hello from Connecticut, Jackson's from California.
Nice, good guys from all over.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Nice little thing. So you guys watching live, did you catch last week's live stream where we gave away the Tipman finally? So that went off pretty well.
Yeah, that was awesome. Actually, Dragon Sword Legacy or
like
Diamond Sword Legacy. Okay. Diamond Sword Legacy. He called, claimed his prize. Awesome kid. Super nice. Spoke with him and spoke with his mom. He actually called back today to confirm that he did get the gun. So I think he was going to post up a video or a shout out on the Facebook page. Real cool story. This is exactly why we do the giveaways. Young kid just got into paintball not too long ago. Had a little brother and a friend, and he was really trying to get into it. So he had planned on giving that gun to one of them to get them in there. He called today, said he got it. Was super excited. So shout out to Diamond Sword Legacy. Hope you get one of those guys in the game. But that's what we're doing it for. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a real cool feeling to know that it really went to someone that truly appreciated it. And
that needed it and just didn't already have 5 high-end guns sitting in the gear bag. And yeah, I think he's going to put it, or him and his friend are going to put it to good use. So.
And he was out in what, New York?
Yeah, New York, Oyster Bay, New York. So if any of you guys is watching New York, that's where he's from. Can't give you his exact address or anything like that. That'd be kind of weird. But
that'll be on our Patreon. If you're not a patron member yet.
No, he's just kidding. Don't worry. Your address is safe with us. So.
All right, real quick. Like I said, we got about 4 more minutes before we go official. Caleb wants to know opinions on the BT Delta stock, not the Elite.
Yes, yeah, solid gun. The BT Delta is pretty much, like the normal BT platform, which has got the stock and the MP5 look to it. But yeah, real solid gun. You definitely can't go wrong with that. If you're into the tactical look and all that, it's a real cool looking gun and real reliable. So
awesome. Let's see here. Anything else? I got an okie dokie. Elena's mama. It is actually. The person watching, it's his wife's YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
It's her husband that's watching and commenting.
From the wife's YouTube channel, okay.
So what I'm going to say is...
You can't assume anything.
Is Mr. Elena's mama, is sign up for your own account, subscribe to the Lone Wolf YouTube channel, so we get 2 subscribers for the price of 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that would get you 2 entries into our future giveaways, but
well, I mean, he
just
could
saying,
if
he entered for both accounts.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever recommend anybody do that or be fraudulent in any way, but just saying. Etha 2 thoughts. Devon, sorries. Any quick Etha thoughts?
Etha 2 thoughts?
Etha 2.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend it for the price of about $400. They're a heck of a gun. Anything made by Planet Eclipse, and this is my own opinion, Planet Eclipse is a great gun manufacturer. Etha 2, G-Techs, CS1s, Egos, all the stuff, great platform. So I'd recommend an Etha 2. Got a lot of good toolless components on that gun, easy to work on, and overall I think you'd be happy.
Awesome. And we're going to touch base on that Etha a little bit more. We're going to, when we kick off here in about 2 minutes, I mean, I guess we could start. Which one of you guys wants to do the intro music, since I don't have it set up?
The intro music?
Yeah.
Just put Rocky on your laptop.
What did David used to do the MGM clap at the beginning?
Oh yeah, man, David was a character.
MGM clap.
How does
There's
the
more
song
fun at MJ.
The movies.
Yeah.
The movie theater.
Yeah,
it's more than just a movie, it's a big night out.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So cool. Yeah, I'm about ready to roll. I got all the shares done and whatnot. So everybody on Facebook can jump on over to YouTube and check out the live feed. So
awesome. You want to start from the top? Actually, no.
Yep. So I'm going to do an official intro in a second. So everybody in the live chat, if you guys do have questions, we will answer them in the before show, and we will take a few minutes at the end of the live stream to go back through and answer any questions, just to keep the thing moving along. We don't want to stop every 5-10 minutes and be like, what do you think about this gun? What do you think about that gear? If you want to put those questions in, we will definitely try to get to them at the end of the live stream, maybe the last 15 minutes. Hit as many of those as possible, but just don't get mad at us if we don't stop what we're talking about to touch base on them. So everybody close their eyes and imagine that the Lone Wolf intro music is starting. Pew, 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 pew. What are the things? Game footage, product reviews, pew, pew,
tips
pew.
and tricks.
Tips and tricks. And then we would have Mr. Tony would say, hey everybody, this is Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Hey everybody, this is Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today this is another live feed, and we're going to be discussing a lot of good topics.
So cool. I guess maybe first off on the list, so then we got Bill stopping by, and John will be calling in, so we'll definitely be doing a recap of the red, white, and blue game. But first off, maybe talk about the videos we shot today. Did some versus videos for you guys. If you maybe hand me those guns we got sitting over there.
You're just gonna come and take it right from the top, huh?
Well, so real quick, If you haven't caught on before, we switched from a 2-video-a-week programming schedule to a 5-video-a-week programming schedule, which means instead of me coming to the store and filming videos once or twice a month, plus some game footage, I'm out here every week. So we film every Thursday during the day at the store, and then Thursday night, obviously you're watching now, we do the live stream. So we figured we'd give you guys a little sneak peek at some of the stuff that we're talking about in the videos that we filmed, and then you guys can later on let us know which ones you kind of want to see first, or which ones sound more important to you, or give suggestions on future videos that we can look into filming next week. So no further delay, Joe and Tony with
Bum, bum, bum.
what are those?
Ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
So one of the versus videos we did today, which has been a pretty hot topic the last week in
Hot
paintball.
topic.
Yeah, it's getting steamy in here, just pulling these two, having these two guns in the same room together. Valken Code versus the Empire Mini GS.
Hold on, we got to check with the lawyers, make sure we're approved to talk about this.
So yeah, a little bit of controversy this week. Valken's under fire for kind of stealing, being accused of
Nothing's been proven in the court of law, so
the hot words, but been accused of copying the Mini. You can kind of see the two guns side by side, pretty similar, a lot of the same features. So Tony and I did a little versus video, kind of went down the guns from stem to stern and kind of compared. Definitely a lot of similarities. I think this gun may have been inspired by that one.
possibly. These are all accusations as of now.
Well, I don't want to
It
say
will be
anything,
sorted
but
out again.
I see a distinct.
We're not a judge.
I
but-
see a distinct difference right now. One is pointing to the right, one's pointing to the left. Clearly, they're different.
Yeah.
One has green and one's all black. But
Yeah.
so
Profile, size profile, or it's pretty.
pretty similar. But yeah, there is definitely a lot of similarities to this gun, or between these two. Some differences though, some nice little tweaks Valken did with the quick release on the back, nice little feature. The trigger is easily removable and whatnot.
Let them watch the video.
Yeah.
Let them watch the video.
So, yeah, don't want to give too much away, but the guns are I can definitely see some striking similarities between the two. So that'll be one of the videos you guys can expect to be. When do you think you'll have that one out? Probably pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm going to probably push that one out Monday, Tuesday at the absolute latest, but most likely I would guess Monday, just because we're search engine whores and we want to get the optimization as quickly as possible.
What do you think the viewers think of the comparison?
Are you guys, let us know. Are you guys excited about seeing that comparison? We've done a couple other ones. What was the other one that we filmed?
What do they think? Did the viewers think that Valken copied Empire, or vice versa, or who did what, or?
Okay.
Well, definitely wouldn't be vice versa.
Well, some people might.
the Mini's been around for many years.
There's theories out there.
So yeah, okay. So let us know. We're gonna keep going with the topics because we did a couple other videos today. But let us know in the live stream here if you think that it's a blatant copy, if you think it's a completely original, if you don't care. Interact it with us.
Tell Mark, hey Mark, I don't even care. I don't care.
IDC.
I care so little, I'm not even going to type that I don't care.
It's true.
I feel you. So real quick, what else did we cover today? We did another versus video.
Did another versus. A lot of the ones that you guys, after our first one, you guys were commenting that you wanted to see the Axe 2 versus the Ether 2. So Tony and I did a nice little comparison, ran those two guns down, same thing. So you guys can look forward to seeing that one. I ended up picking the Axe, Tony picked the Ether 2, so you can see both of us kind of defend those guns. And then, in honor of having the Reaper out, a lot of you guys know Reaper. He's probably seen the video Mark posted the other day of him at the Chrono Range getting the young ones involved. So he came out all the way from California, thanks to him, and Empire and GI Sports are sending him out there. So we were inspired by him. We shot a video today going over the TPX pistols, which shoot you soon. Shout out to the Reaper. So that was that video was inspired by him naturally, since he's the king of the pistols. So we got that one coming. Oh yeah, newer gun, the Tippmann Striker. GI Sports had sent us a couple Tippmann Strikers. We've been using them here at the indoor field, messing around with them, giving them some reviews. So Tony did a review video on that. And then what else did you shoot today?
We did a programming video for the code.
We did a programming video for that.
If you guys want to learn how to crack the code,
Crack the code. You can see that video soon.
That'll be coming out. Obviously, our live stream.
Mark did some advertising videos, if you guys want to know.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't advertising videos. It was when I was at the red, white, and blue game. I took the time and I asked a lot of the players why do you play paintball?
Yeah.
So I did the introductions because I didn't get a chance to do it the day of. So I, hey, this is the red teams. Why do you play? This is the blue teams. Why do you play? That kind of thing. So those will probably come out in the next week or two. So I asked each of the generals.
Looking forward to seeing those.
Yeah,
those
so you'll get to see why Reaper plays, why Bill from Mad Frog plays, why John Reeves plays, and then a bunch of their teammates said why they play. There's a little bit of shenanigans in the red team one. Jake from Team Insanity was there.
You can't take that kid anywhere.
No.
You can't. That's why we can't have nice things, because of kids like Jake.
There's definitely some after hours activity that I won't put in the final video. It may make one of the Patreon clips, so if you want to see the behind the scenes or the not safe for work stuff that unfortunately
Too hot for TV. Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, just short of
type.
No one wants to see Jake with the shirt off. That's weird. So
yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. But if you want to see it, though, it might be on there.
Real quick, I'm going to take a pause. I've got one person, Jackson Wittenberg, saying he's got no audio, but nobody else is saying it. If you can hear us, just give us a quick thumbs up in the live stream, just so I know that audio is working for everybody, and poor Jackson might be screwed, I hate to say it. Or if none of you can hear us, I won't see anything. But I can hear it, and the laptop shows
I hope I see thumbs, because we'll be just
that,
talking for no reason.
Yeah, well, normally people would start.
Can you hear?
But yeah, I can hear everything we're saying.
And the laptop's showing that it's going out, so I don't know. Sorry, Jackson. Don't know what to tell you. He's out. But
I need paper. Sorry, Jackson. Hold it up.
Actually, I'm like, I got the chat. I can just type it out.
So
so
that was So Mark, we got some of those videos coming. I think you touched on the advertising. If you guys are interested, lonewolfpaintball.com/advertise. If you do have a local business or a business that's based online or something like that, we're selling advertising spots here at the indoor field. Easily see probably 20, 25,000 people through here, plus staff and all that a year.
Marriage proposals, marriage
weird
breakups.
Things happen here sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all fun.
As long as it's family friendly, we'll let you pretty much hang anything you want up for a price. So
yeah, so if you guys are interested, if you're local or like I said, have a business that's based online or something like that, and we get players of all different types, all different age ranges, a lot of parents and things like that. We have a handful of businesses already that are advertising super nice 4x4 signs and hang right up in the staging area, full color. Mark will design everything for you. He'll do unlimited proofs and revisions. It doesn't matter, he's there to serve. So, so if you guys are interested in that, get a hold of us. Shoot an email to media@lonewolfpaintball.com. We get you guys set up with some cool advertising opportunities here in the indoor field. So,
all right.
But covered that. The Why Do You Paintball? Definitely looking forward to seeing those. So,
yes,
what's
we got the montage.
Audio status?
Yeah, it's only the one guy, unfortunately, that says he can't hear us. Everybody else says that the audio is fine. Give me thumbs up. So,
gotcha.
Sorry, Jackson.
Well, that's good.
Guess you'll have to watch the replay when it's not live anymore. At least you don't have to worry. We're not giving anything away that I know of today.
No, I got a used vacuum over there. You guys want that?
That is nice. It's a canister vac.
I don't know if she got that in the inventory.
All right. Moving on. Let's say. So, do we want to talk about
some upcoming events?
Some upcoming events real quick?
Yeah, so obviously we just came off the red, white, and blue game. Again, we'll be talking about that when Bill gets here shortly. He's coming in hot from work, and John should be calling in about 20 minutes. So, but yeah, so the next big event we're hosting next Sunday, July 30th, is the NXL 2-man series. Unless you guys have been living under a rock the last 5-6 months, I'm sure your local fields, you've seen other fields around. Big push NXL is doing this year is a big two versus two series. There's a local, state, and then the world championship level. So most of your local fields, I'm sure, got contacted by them to host a tournament. So that's what we'll be hosting next weekend at the Mt Clemens outdoor field. All you need is 2 guys, so just grab a buddy, get signed up. $800 cash first prize, and $400 for second. Easily the best cash payouts in a tournament we've seen in a long time.
Entry fees $120 for amateur.
Yeah, $120. Same thing, it's tiered. So if you get paid, I think by tomorrow, it locks you in at the $120. Then it bumps up like $10-20, and till the final deadline. So we'll be hosting that next Sunday at the Mt Clemens outdoor field. Make sure you guys get signed up for that. So,
and if you don't have any friends, if you're willing to pay the entire entry fee yourself, you could probably find somebody to play with you.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So make sure you guys get signed up for that. Again, like I said, how that works, you got this, the local level you'll play. Next month, we'll be hosting the state level, which will be for the entire Michigan. So all you got to do is play the local to qualify for the state. Doesn't matter if you come in dead last. And then the state is $2,000 first prize. Big money, yeah. Obviously $1,000 a man for you guys that are struggling with the calculators right now. So, but yeah, big money involved in that for a minimal entrance fee. And then if you, long as you play the state, again, same thing. Doesn't matter what you place. You can join the World Championship, which will be held in Chicago in September, I believe. $50,000 for first prize on that. So, and then the other $50,000. So they're giving away $100,000 total at the World Championship. $50,000 for the first place team, and then the other $50,000 gets paid out from 2nd through 20th. So it's like $9,000 for second, like $4,500 for third, and straight on down the line. So a lot of money involved in that. You guys can go ahead and get signed up for that. Like I said, that local tournament will be next Sunday at the Mt Clemens outdoor field. So I think you're planning on getting a team in, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got a team signed up. It's ready to shoot some people.
Who are you playing with?
Can't disclose.
The rosters are online.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, go online and sign up, and then you can find out.
Which team name are you playing under?
Whatever team name I want.
At least narrowed it down.
It's
Come on.
the Wolf Den Whack-A-Moles.
Nice.
So, but yeah, so if you guys want a chance to shoot at Tony, he'll be playing in that NXL 2-man. Unfortunately, somebody's got to work and run the event, so I'll be slaving away organizing the event. Mark will be doing the media as always, and somehow Tony gets to play and have fun. So
I don't know how it works. It just
yeah,
does
but he'll have to
sometimes.
help us pack up the airball field at the end of the day. So
There we go. At least I know he's got to wash the bunkers.
I'll be gone.
That's way. Then I'll send his paycheck on Monday morning. We'll be gone.
Oh man.
So, but yeah, so that's the, and then that NXL 2-man is going to be on the same field layout.
Are we disturbing you?
Yeah,
here?
sorry. You got something going on? Or
No, it's just my phone. It's just ringing.
So, so that NXL 2-man event is going to be on the same field layout that we're using for the NXPL, our tournament league, the North Indy Open at Blast Camp. So if you play that event next weekend, you're going to get a chance to play in that same field layout for the NXPL. Then the weekend after that, August 6th, will be the all-you-can-shoot.
That's a fan favorite. A lot of guys.
Yeah, you guys love the all-you-can-shoot. So that all-you-can-shoot is going to be a NXPL warm-up practice. Again, it will be on the same field layout. For you guys that haven't made it out to where all-you-can-shoot, $70 a guy, unlimited paint from 10 to 3. I usually bring out a skid of paint, 120 cases. We end up shooting pretty much most of it. So everybody leaves tired, but I know Dragon Masters will be out, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dragon Masters.
Oh, that you'll admit to.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's all you can shoot. It's not a secret tournament.
Yeah.
So
one thing I'm gonna put you on the spot for a second here. So the last all we can shoot. So we've been talking about that it's to promote, and not only is it for the teams that want to practice, but it's also an opportunity for new players to come in, meet some of the guys, and try some runs and play some little sample games and whatnot. I heard a few people complain that they would come out, they'd waited in their line for their turn, they'd get out there, the other 3 guys would come out and they'd be guys part of a team, and they'd go, hey, we don't want to play with you, we want to play with our own guys. which kind of put off the oddball newcomers that we're trying to entice. So what do we think we can do differently to either make sure that these guys can play? I get teams wanting to play with teams. Sure, I get that. And if there's not enough...
Before you run out on the field, there's a ton of guys in that pit area. Say, hey, man, do you already got 5? And if they say, yeah, we're good, then go to your next. I mean, we have 50 guys out there, so you kind of, before guys head out onto the field, I would kind of say, hey, you need another? Cool, I'll jump on with you guys. It's
just get kind of organized, just like the teams are organized and who they're playing with. We always have tons of free agents there, so just in the morning, kind of ask around. I mean, you can pretty easily tell who the team guys are. Everybody usually wears jerseys, and the other guys that are mixed match. So just grab, just talk to a couple, just talk to people. That's kind of the point of the these whole events, obviously, to provide a good practice for everybody, a place to play consistently, and just meet and greet. So don't be shy out there. Just ask, hey, you got a line? All right, cool. Or no, all right, we got a couple guys. You find another, and fill out a 5-man line. So.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
You can't expect these guys to go out of their way to trip over to play with you. Take the incentive. Walk up to a few guys and go, hey, do you mind if we run 1 or 2 with you?
Introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Bobby, and I played before, but it's the first time being out here. Is anybody short a guy? Anybody need a free agent? Which a lot of those guys out there do. So
and a lot of those guys will be willing to run one with you just because, hey, the rest of my team's not ready to go out. I'll go out with you for 1 or 2 here and there.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to take the initiative and introduce yourself to these guys. You can't just stand there and think, oh, I'm in line, I get to play next. It's not a pool table. It's not you put your quarter on the counter and you go. You take a little incentive, or ask the refs, when you're there.
Yeah, we always gotta...
hey, can you guys introduce me to somebody that maybe will let me play with them once or twice to get used to it? And we've got a lot of great guys, whether it's the Average Joes, the Motor City Reapers, the Dragons, and a lot of these guys are running teams of 7 or more easy.
Oh, for sure.
So
there's always oddball guys out there that need another player to play with. And don't be shy. Introduce yourself. 95% of the guys that are out there are stand-up, amazing guys that would be willing to help out a new player or someone that just wants to get a couple points in. So.
Yeah, to speak up. Say closed mouths don't get fed. So speak up. Introduce yourself. And you'll definitely be able to play. So,
and that doesn't go just for us. That also goes for you. I got viewers from around the U.S. and even the world at your local field. If you're kind of wondering how to get onto a team, go to your local field. Talk to some of the guys. A lot of paintball players are really good guys that are willing to help you out. So if you're looking for a team, don't be shy at your local field.
Now, real quick on the subject, are you going to be running all-you-can-shoot practices at the indoor through the winter?
Yeah, it's actually something that Tony and I were just talking about the other day. We do want to carry, keep carrying this through the winter time. So, yeah, that's actually, we'll probably end up doing that, doing like some Sunday morning sessions, kind of how we, pick, doing at least twice a month or something like that. We might even, might even kick it up a little bit for the winter time and do, maybe do, 3 weeks a month or something like that. The winter's a great time to really practice, keep your skills sharp. There's not a ton going on outside, at least here in Michigan. Obviously, we got guys from all over. So, but I think we'll definitely have be doing these tournament sessions throughout the off season. Trying to again just getting guys out here. The more you play, the more people know you and whatnot. So we'll definitely be doing some practices here this winter.
Diamond Sword Legacies just
there he
popped in, said. You got the Titman 98, and thank you. So appreciate it, buddy. Enjoy it.
Yeah, if you watched the beginning of this, we did a little shout out to you. So glad, man, it was awesome dealing with you, and glad. Congratulations on winning, and glad to hear you're gonna be able to get someone else into paintball. So
I'm glad nobody tried to scam you and try to redeem it unofficially.
Yeah.
So. Cody Vlogs, we're looking at you.
Yeah.
Fake Cody Vlogs, I should say, not real Cody Vlogs.
Yeah. So.
But, all right, so we got about 10 more minutes.
So like we were talking, though, that All You Can Shoot will be Sunday, August 6th, again at the Mt Clemens Outdoor Field. $70 a guy, unlimited paint from 10 to 3. Come out and grind, bring your team, bring a couple buddies, and just talk. Just go introduce yourself to some players, and we'll definitely be able to get you set up on the line. So.
Cool. And if everyone else is being mean to you, come talk to either me or Joe, and we'll get you set up. Don't worry.
Yep.
Don't talk to me because I don't know
talk to
anything.
Mark. He doesn't know anything. He just shoots video. He lives behind his cameras.
So, But yeah, so after that, and then the following weekend, we always got something going on, is the actual NXPL North Indy Open out at Blast Camp Paintball. Obviously, with the three of us will be out there running the event. I think Tony's playing on Sunday on the one of the X-Ball teams. But yes, super looking forward to that. So the NXPL, for you guys that are unfamiliar with it, Northern Extreme Paintball League, was started up in 2015 now. So this is our third season. Myself and Chris Dixon up at Crew Paintball in Flint partnered up on this league. Wanted to bring a good, good option. So we ran 5-man the first 2 years, had some pretty good success with that. So this year we jumped into running X-Ball as well. So we're doing 2-day events, 5-mans on Saturday, D4 and D5, and we do D4 X-Ball on Sunday. So up until this point, all the events have been held here in Michigan. This is the first one. It's the North Indy Open. Our first time going out of Michigan. We're going to be at Virgil's Field, which is Blast Camp out in Hobart, Indiana. So Northern Indiana, super close for the teams that are, obviously in Indiana or coming from Chicago. Only about a 45-minute to an hour ride for those guys. For the Michigan guys that are on the east side of the state, it's about a 3-hour drive, so not too bad. You can drive in the morning if you want. There's free camping at Blast Camp, some hotel deals. But yeah, we're looking at our biggest sign-up so far. We're the 5-man division is almost full. We can take 24 teams. I think we have 21 or 22 signed up right now. X-Ball's got 5 signed up, and we're maxing out at 8. So make sure you guys get signed up for the NXPL North Indy Open. Yeah, by far it's going to be our biggest turnout this season. So I think the location has worked out really well, bringing in a lot of those Indiana and Illinois teams, and all our Michigan guys seem like they're going to be making the trip. So,
what's up, Mark? What are you laughing for?
I said at the beginning of the live stream, we will answer any questions you guys put in the comments in the chat at the end of the thing. So keep sending them in. And some of the questions that I'm seeing are pretty funny, and we will definitely be answering those. So definitely worth it. And on the note of Blast Camp, as well as NXL, that we'll be traveling for as well later in the year. If you're a Patreon supporter of Lone Wolf Paintball, we kind of post on there where we're going to be hanging out, whether it's, hey, we're going to be having dinner at this restaurant, you want to come and join us. You got to pay your own bill, but if you want to come and hang out with us, or we're going to be
the legend himself's here.
All right, we're going to be hanging out at this place or that place. So check out our Patreon, patreon.com/lonewolfpb.
It's nice in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain.
So Mr. Bill just showed up. If you guys want to
grab a chair and slide on in.
Oh boy, I get to do the filling.
Oh man. You're between the Italian bread, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make sure his mic's turned on. And then when Mr. Reeves calls, we'll have to stick your the earbuds in. Right now I just need them, but so you guys can hear him. All right, so Mr. Bill is number 2. You want to just say hi, Mr. Bill, for a second?
Hello, how are we doing?
Awesome.
Audio good?
Yep, I can hear you. They can hear you.
You guys that are unfamiliar, it's Bill Crook, leader of the Mad Frog Militia, the myth, the man, the legend himself, the scenario game king. So,
and I like to have fun. That's pretty much it. I like to have fun, and
he travels around. He's got this big, giant green bus. He goes from like the corner of the United States here to the corner of the United States way over there.
I mean, if you played paintball at any field ever, you've probably seen the bus there. So, from Florida to Michigan to Southern California
this
to
year it's going to
Canada.
be California to Georgia in December. That'll be interesting.
So, and you guys are, so one of the events we were talking about going to, it's the weekend after World Cup, is Fold the Gap. You guys are going
Yeah, definitely. Haven't been yet. So that's definitely on the list.
Yeah, so we're trying to.
Where's that at? North Carolina?
North Carolina. Yeah, it's I think it was about a 45-50-minute ride from the Charlotte airport. So, but yeah, so we're looking.
I think it's like 9-10 hour drive.
Yeah, 9-10 hour drive. So
From here in Michigan.
In the bus. Yeah.
So.
We'll have to get Bill to let us do a tour of the bus one day. We'll give him a weekend to clean it up, and then
there you go. It's actually looking pretty good right now. I was lucky. I came home. They were cleaning it up for this weekend.
Nice,
so,
nice.
I don't get spoiled that often, but damn, they took care of me this weekend.
So real quick, like I said, Mr. Reeves, John Reeves from the PBfit will be joining us soon. He'll be calling in. If you guys have any questions for the Mad Frog Legend or Mr. Reeves, start sending them in now. Type them in the chat so we can answer those near the end.
Do you want to start hammering out some of the ones you already have?
Well,
I don't know how many you have already.
I've got a few questions, but they're not red, white, and blue related. I want to get into the red, white, and blue stuff.
I didn't know if you're waiting for Reeves to call in to kind of discuss it.
Yeah, I just sent Reeves a message to
let
him know he can.
That was a fun game. That was actually the first time I played that format out there with you guys. That was fun.
And I have the number one question when we're officially kicking off the conversation. I want to wait till Reeves is on the line
for the red, white, and blue game.
Yeah, but I have the number one question that everybody's been dying to know the answer to. And
better be good. Don't disappoint us.
Well, now it's not going to live up to it.
Okay. Well, you're like everyone's dying to know.
Well, okay, I was dying to know.
So Mark is everyone right now.
Okay. So real quick, Andre is asking, what gun do you use, Bill?
I go back and forth between the Defender and my Vanquish. The Defender I use when somebody else didn't already grab it out of the back of the bus. That's pretty much it. A lot of the guys like the Defender for, a half a day or one game.
Yeah, I saw Justin run around with the Defender,
yeah,
so
Justin
he obviously
was
beat you to the back of the bus.
Yeah. Well, actually, my Vanquish, I love that. I like that thing too. I got a new hopper, the new level hopper, LVL
Nice.
hopper, and it.
Those are nice.
It seemed to keep up pretty good. That was my first time using it. Was that week at that game, so it did good.
Nice.
All right, so we'll start the red, white, and blue conversation because there's one of the first questions from Diamond Sword Legacies is, what is red, white, and blue?
So the red, white, and blue game was actually the brainchild of Phil, who is actually has been having some health issues, so he hasn't been out the last couple games. But Phil was always known, if you guys ever played at a Metamorph field, for always coming up with interesting and unique scenarios and games, always trying to keep the walk-ons interesting. So red, white, and blue he came up with 7 years ago. This was the seventh year. So looks like we got Reeves calling in right now. So
all right, so you guys will need to at least stick one of your earbuds in so we can.
Hey,
hear
John, can you hear us?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, how you doing, man? Hello?
I could hear him for a second.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of a delay, but we should be able to hear John.
He's in Ohio. They don't have any service out there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me.
There he is.
There, I can hear you a little better now.
Move away from the cow.
So can you hear us now, John?
John? John's gone.
He's still there. Just
Is he there? I can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
Says I'm connected.
Technology. Give it to a bunch of guys. Look what they do with it.
Yeah.
No.
Can you hear me?
Well, John can call back, right?
Yeah, like I said, I got crummy cell service in here. Let me see if I have the phone closer over here. Maybe just that 3 feet closer to the window will make a
I
difference.
got to call him again. So, but all right. So, anyways, getting back to that. So, what is the red, white, and blue game? So, the red, white, and blue is 3 separate teams: red, white, and blue. It's a reinsertion. It's a reinsertion game. So we play 3 hours in the morning, take a lunch break, and then play the second 3 hours. Point-based system. Every team starts with 200 points. Every time you get an elimination, you lose a point from your score. And then you can gain points by capturing flags. There were 6 flag stations throughout the woods. Every time you took over a base, you earned 25 points. So it would get radioed into the scorekeeper. They keep track of that. And then there's special weapons. So that's where it kind of gets interesting. You can spend your points, using weapons. So you're going to kind of tread lightly, make sure that you're, the risk is worth the reward. And then at the end of the day, they tally up all the flag stations you took, subtract your eliminations, subtract, any points you spent, and the winner is declared based on the points. So ends up being a real cool game. A lot of the scenarios you go to, it's, typically just, one team versus another.
There's a wall, and you're playing on one side and the other team's playing on the other side, and you're not really going anywhere. With this game, you do all the work to take that flag, and then all of a sudden the other team comes in on the left.
From behind you.
Or on the left.
Yeah.
It seemed like they came at us from the left this weekend, or last weekend. It just boom. Oh, well, here you guys go. Here's a flag for you.
So yeah, it makes it interesting. So it's been real popular. Everybody keeps enjoying that game. So we'll keep running it.
All right, let's see if we can hear John. John, you there with us, buddy?
Yep.
Oh, this cell phone signal is horrible, Joe. John.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
there
can
he
hear
is.
you now.
I just
Yeah,
have.
I mean, I can hear you guys. You guys are just breaking up a little bit, but I can hear you guys.
Okay, we're good. We got Mark holding it like a little old school antenna.
Yeah,
So-
get him some aluminum foil and wrap it around his head. And
Yeah, we got a big building here at the indoor, so a lot of brick and steel and all that. So when you're kind of in the heart of it, sometimes the cell service can get a little. Looks like you just lost him on there.
God bless it.
So I guess that'll be what we have to revise for next week. A little better system for the call-in.
Can
so.
you do Wi-Fi calling on this?
Probably. Actually, I could probably call him over the Facebook Messenger app.
There we go.
So I'm gonna.
Sorry, John, if you're listening live on the YouTubes, we will get through to you. While we're waiting for Mr. Reeves to come back, Bill, you want to tell people a little bit about yourself and how you got brought into the red, white, and blue game?
actually, you asked me I think it was almost last year. Not that long after the game was over, you asked me if I'd general the red team. Which I never done that. We did Alien Invasion a couple years ago. I didn't have any fun at that game. No, Jake handed it to me. He got me. He knew the field, so he got me. So this year, Joe asked me, so we did it. I mean, I got into paintball. Geez. I can't even, umpteen years ago, my son was 10, we started running around the woods with blades, brass eagle blades.
Plastic blade guns.
Exactly.
I say, man, you guys are pretty intense.
Yeah,
He's trying to
it was
slice
a
each
rainy
other.
day up north in the woods, and we were bored. So we went into Mayo and grabbed these, and then it was just the next weekend we went up, we each had Titmans, and it just went from there. We literally had what we called a play school field. Dumpster diving or driving down the road and the garbage is there.
Whatever you could find.
Castles. I had like 6 castles, those play school backyard
nice.
castles.
Yep.
I mean, they were missing pieces, but if you put them in a backyard and you're playing against a 10-year-old, up in the woods, it wasn't a backyard. And then we had a couple of the cabins, so it was a play school field, those little plastic walls. So we had some fun, and it just
All right, I think I got Reeves
turned
on the
into an
line.
addiction from that point on.
John, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. So I think that might be the workaround is doing the.
Oh yeah, because of the Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm getting full Wi-Fi signal here, but sorry to cut Bill off. So
No, it's all
anyways.
good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh.
Hey, it's your place.
Yeah, your
I'm the
arch
guest.
nemesis is here, Reeves. How do you
Dun,
feel?
dun, dun.
Arch nemesis,
I
no
wouldn't
way.
go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I mean,
No, I'm just messing. Got to build the hype,
yeah. Hey, I wanted to win. He wanted to win. I guess he wanted to win a little harder than I wanted to win. Well, maybe not. Your guys wanted to win a little harder than my guys wanted to win.
We were the underdogs. I think that's why we wanted it so bad.
Yeah, you did-
Yeah, honestly, I got
registration,
lucky, man.
you
I got
kicked his
some walk-ons that were, man, they were intense. Like they were more intense than I was. They were like telling me what to do. It was pretty awesome.
I hit a wall at about lunchtime. I pushed myself pretty hard in the morning, and I hit a wall about lunchtime. I kid you not. And I think the rest of the other guys hit a wall probably a little bit after lunch. Is really what my problem.
It's a
ended up
workout
being.
out there.
Oh yeah. You're either climbing uphill or trying to keep yourself from sliding out, climbing downhill, and it's a blast.
Yeah. That's what I find is the hardest part is keeping your guys like motivated after lunch to want to go back out there, just as hard as like the first half.
Yeah, because you
That's
got a full.
the hardest part.
Yeah, you got a full stomach. It was hot, but it wasn't ungodly hot like it is outside today. I mean, but
No,
it
yeah,
was
fortunately, it was good weather.
warm. It was warm. A little
Yeah.
bit of a spritz every once in a while from the rain, and then it'd go away. But it was still
Yeah.
warm. I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely was a little bit humid, but luckily the field, has some pretty decent cover. But yeah, after lunch and you guys you're standing out in the sun all day and whatnot, it gets to you. But
Carrying
yeah,
10
luckily
pods
I
up
had
and down
guys
the
that were
hill.
ultra motivated. Oh yeah. I know the Mad Frog guys were packing like 8 to 10 pods or something on their backs when I saw them out there.
yeah, they they tend to like to run towards the front of the lines and carry as much paint as they can. You know, usually they carry a lot more paint than the air tank can handle, but
Yeah.
you know, is what it is, because it helps. Because I'll tell you what, I'll be walking off the field without paint and be asking for paint, and they've got it, so it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
So real quick, John, tell everybody listening how you got involved with the red, white, and blue game.
Well, basically, last year, I mean, I kind of, you know, I was playing in the NXPL, I think, at that point.
I was gonna say, he doesn't know.
I met, yeah, but I met Joe and Tony and whatnot, you know, prior to being asked, and then they asked me, and I was playing against Jake, you know, and I mean, that was a motivator right there. So as soon as they asked me, I was like, hell yeah, I wanna kick Jake's, you know what, you know, so that's kind of how I got involved. I mean, they just kind of asked me, which was really cool, because I mean, there's so many other people they could have asked, to be honest, you know. But I think it's really cool they gave me a shot to lead a team in the red, white, and blue game. And yeah, it's been working out.
Yeah, you've done a good job so far. So last year, obviously, you were the big underdog. You know, wasn't, you know, obviously going up against Jake from Team Insanity, and then you had Sean Jean, who was with the Empire Army at the time. So you had two pretty big, you know, titans to kind of go up against. Jake's obviously played that field since he was knee high to a grasshopper.
He still is knee high, but
he's still a little squirrel, but now he's just a little bit older. So, but yeah, so last year, same thing. You were definitely the underdog and pulled it out. So I think this year the guy, you know, definitely had a little more traction going behind you, but guys were still like, yeah, I don't know, and so I was like, man, I get a chance to play with Bill, the scenario game king,
or the Reaper.
Exactly.
We had Reaper and the Band of Brothers, so it's kind of like we upped the bar again or whatnot. So and you wrote.
Yeah, you have these two huge like behemoths, then they have me, and people are like every single guy that I talked to, I asked them like, hey, so why did you choose the white team? Because I found out, you know, I found some pre-register people, the few that I did have pre-register, and they're like, well, you know, I thought, you know, Bill always wins all these big games, and Reaper, he's, you know, everybody knows him. I want to play for the underdog. And I was like, oh, thanks, man, you know. I appreciate it. So that's kind of why I guess
basically they played for you because they never heard of you, huh?
Yeah, it was like a sympathy thing, you know. It's like they felt bad for me.
Like the guy's got no friends. He's the last one on the dodgeball wall.
He's all alone.
From Ohio. He's from
That's the biggest one. You're from Ohio.
He lives in Ohio. Like, my God.
Wait, I'll take this
what
one
is
for
he
you.
doing up here?
He lives in Ohio. He's from Hawaii. There's a difference.
Oh, aloha.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not an Ohio native, so you know.
That's probably why we
easy
like
on
you.
me.
If you were pure Ohio bred, we, you know. Like,
We're just teasing, guys.
It's just
Not a Buckeyes
Ohio.
fan.
Ohio is the first state we hit when we leave Michigan to go south to warmer weather, and it's such we have to go through the entire state. And it
75 will rock your world.
Yeah, and Ohio is like
it's a
the
long
only
drive to Cincy.
the only
the
Ohio is the only spot that the speed limit keeps going lower or higher.
Oh, and the
lower
cops are
and higher,
ruthless.
And the cops are ruthless.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
it.
only reason we give Ohio.
They're
credit.
mean to us Michigan boys. So.
They're mean to us.
We like hitting 90 and just keep going, you know.
Those guys see those blue
Yeah, I was
license
surprised when I
plates
could go 80 or 85 or something like that in Michigan. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
When we got out to California, the Salt Flats, the speed limit was 85 miles an hour. I about lost myself. I was like, what?
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
so we got a couple
it's like Texas,
questions
too.
about the red, white, and blue game, if you guys don't mind real quick.
Yeah.
The number one question is, Bill, do you contribute the loss of the red team because Jake Williams from Team Insanity was on your team?
I'll take that one. Bill's like, yep. Yep.
No, if it wasn't for him.
No,
So it wasn't a little snake.
Savage.
I think we hit a wall, dropping bodies. That's what knocked us out. There was a certain point, like within the last hour of the game, where we just kept getting dropped. I don't know if we were going after the same thing both the other teams were going at. So it's not like they were picking on us, but we're all fighting in the same spot. And if you got two teams shooting one direction, the last hour we dropped bodies like crazy, and that's what did us in. We just kept getting shot out.
How did you keep your team motivated, Reeves?
Honestly, I just kept going up to each single one of them, every single one of them, just being like, hey guys, you know, we have this much time left. I would do kind of like call outs, you know, 5 minutes to white team respawn, 2 minutes, kind of keep them you know, and I'd kind of guilt him a little bit. I'd go and be like, hey, you're going to come back out, right? And that kind of got him.
Yeah, you got that GQ face. They couldn't say no, right, Reeves?
Yeah, exactly. I'd stare at him a little bit, you know.
You gave him a little wink. Did you rub your hair?
Did a little pec flex. Obviously not the legs, because we all know he skips leg day.
No,
you know,
that's why I always wear pants, man. Everybody
keeps
knows
those
that.
under wraps.
Yeah.
No one see the little bird legs running around, but it's kind of like from the waist up, I look great.
That's all anyone looks at, anyways, right?
Instagram shot, right? The Instagram shot.
Instagram, yeah, Instagram shot.
That's all that fits in the bathroom mirror.
At the very beginning, when the break was about to happen, I basically told him, I was like, hey, we got to play from start to finish. That's how we're going to win this, because that's what happened last year. Is, you know, I had my whole team once again left on the field at the towards the very end of the day, you know, getting flags. And even this last time, we got a flag at the last minute. Like literally, there's a minute left, and we hung a flag. So I mean, it was like a team effort, and everyone was motivated to win. So that's kind of what pushed us forward, I think.
Awesome. Real quick, we'll let Bill go first and then John. What were your guys' first impression and then actual later impression about Reaper?
Oh, that's a good one.
Actually, I've known Reaper for a while. When we went to Dead Legends last year, the kind of person Reaper is we went out to California last year. He knew we were coming out. He literally met us and took us on a tour of LA. Showed us where, you know, Gilligan's Island took off on its 3-hour tour. Took us to a bunch of the movie sets and stuff, like Gone with the Wind building, and where the hotel where they put the Munchkins at during the Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
and
he
stuff.
knows all that weird stuff.
Oh man,
sure.
it was great. So he took us around on the tour and everything. When it got to where, well, okay, that way's Hollywood Boulevard. I'll see you later, because he didn't want anything to do with the Walk of Fame or any of that weirdness. We went to some cool places. Had some cool ice cream, you know, some really unique ice cream. I mean, but it was California, so it's probably normal for there. But we had a great time. So, I mean, he's great as far as a person goes. And as far as for the sport, I think he promotes it pretty well. He gets out there. You see him in a lot of the advertisements for games and stuff. Always presents himself in a good point. Does a lot of stuff with the kids. I mean, yeah. I think actually, if you went to a game and there was a bunch of kids sitting around watching, you find Reaper teaching those kids how to shoot paintballs, actually standing in the target range and letting those kids that can't go out on the paintball field shoot him. So he's, you know, he's making it fun for everybody at the event.
Yeah,
so
how come you don't do that, Bill?
I get shot enough. I still got some choice shots. You know, the best thing about this event is I actually have proof that I play paintball. There's pictures of me on the field, damn it.
Nice.
A lot of the games.
And you shot the crap out of me. That happened.
Sorry. Hey, I think the second kill of the day was actually me shooting Aaron, the photographer. One shot him right in the nipple. I popped up, boom, went down and went, oh no, he had a camera in his hand. And then I popped up and I'm like, I'm sorry. So that was like my second kill of the day, so technically it wasn't a kill.
Yeah, you know what was weird is Aaron said he didn't have any pictures of you after. He's like, I know Bill was all excited that there was going to be pictures of him playing paintball, but something happened to my memory card. I
put
had
it to by a magnet or something.
Yeah, I got no pictures of Bill, oddly enough. So.
All right, John, what was your first impression and then your later thoughts about Reaper?
You know, initially I started talking to Reaper on Facebook. You know, we had that connection with the EBG and everything, so, you know, we kind of were able to talk about that and whatnot. But, you know, my initial impression, I didn't know, I knew about Reaper, you know, prior to talking to him, because he's always on, like, you know, the promotions, like, hey, Reaper's going to be here at this game, at this game, at this game. You know, obviously he brings in, he's a, you know, household name in paintball pretty much at this point. And but I didn't really know what he represented. I've never played with him before or anything like that. I didn't know if he was going to be like, yeah, I'm hardcore, you know, I'm like the best, or if, you know, or how he was going to be. But when I met him, you know, he's like, hey, I brought back an EBG ball for you. And I've my first time meeting this guy, and some German candy and whatnot. And I want to take a photo with you for the EBG guys. And he has this suitcase full of free stuff that he's going to give out at the event. And a suitcase, not like a little bag or whatever, a
Yeah,
suitcase
he
full of stuff.
Brought it
full
with him from
suitcase.
California. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's that. I mean, this guy. I mean, I've never met someone who's just so incredibly generous and like probably one of the most genuinely kind people I've ever met in paintball. And he's a character, man. Like, I mean, you've never met someone like this before in paintball. He's definitely unique, you know. Like, I've never met anybody like him before. So, but I'm very happy that I met him. Hopefully, you know, I could get on the field with him again. I know he was, you know, kind of out of his element by not being able to. He likes to just talk to people and hang with people and, you know, play for both teams. So I guess he was out of his element, you know, being on one team. But, you know, as far as he had a great time. And, yeah, it was really great meeting him. He's just a really good guy.
All right, so little side question. The Legend PB, local guy, he's played in the red, white, and blue games for 2 years now. Both of those times, it was the white team winning under John Reeves, which was the underdog in terms of amount of players. But what the Legend PB is asking is, does the team with the least amount of players usually win? So in previous years, what were the kind of the results?
Yeah, I mean, as far as usually by the time the game comes, you know, game day, we always get a lot of walk-on guys. You know, we keep track of the pre-registrations to make sure, you know, nothing gets too out of hand. So, no, I mean, it's just like John said, it kind of comes down to who can keep on the field most importantly and play that second half. That's, you know, everyone's gung ho.
It's got a lot to do with knowing the field too.
Yeah,
because there's some back doors there that, you know, there's a few more that I learned.
Yeah,
not the great way. Not me finding them by getting them put on me. So,
but knowing the field. But yeah, usually, like I said, you know, by game day we get a lot of walk-on guys, so we already know, you know, whatever the two teams that are down in numbers. So those, you know, any walk-on players get assigned to those teams. So, you know, everything does get pretty well balanced out. You know, I think you guys still definitely had a little less than everybody else, but yeah, everything. For the most part, does get about even. So, like I said, it's just kind of staying on the field, playing that second half, you know, coming out hard, and just, you know, the more familiar you get with the property. So it's
okay. So something we did different this year, the flags that the different teams would hang at the bases. We made commemorative versions that the generals got to hang or hand out to star players, people that really stood out. Bill, you want to tell us a little bit about why you picked the people you did? You know, what drew your attention that...
You know, that's always the worst part for me. I mean, even with the big games, it's trying to... If you've got a team, when you got to pick the most valuable team or something, that's kind of a little easier because it's a bunch of people, guys and girls going together. It's a little easier to see them out. But when you have to pick individuals, man, it is hard. I tried to give them out to, I still have a couple to give out because I didn't see the couple of the people. I'll probably see them this weekend, though.
He's keeping them for himself. Don't
no,
let him tell you.
I'm keeping one. I'm keeping one.
more than fair.
One, I'm going to keep one, but the rest of them I'll give out. I think I've got 3 total, so I've got 2 more to give out. You know, I gave a couple. I gave one to a younger kid that was playing, and then a couple other guys just because they had, you know, I talked to them a couple times during the game, before the game started, after the game started, just presentable. It's hard to tell who's doing what on the field and off the field because you're on the field playing and you got your mask on, you got your jersey on. Well, when it comes time for awards, nobody's got their mask on and everybody's half naked because they're hot. You know, so it's kind of hard to pick those people out. But that's kind of it. You know, everybody played awesome. I'd give it up to everybody if I could. But I tried to give it to mostly a couple of the younger guys.
All right, John, I know you had a group that you specifically, I think you gave 3 or 4 out of your 6 to one group of players specific, and then 1 or 2 other oddball gentlemen, I remember. Do you want to tell us about them and why they stood out to you?
Yeah, so the group of guys that I initially gave, I believe I gave 4 to them, was because, so these guys, I guess they usually play at your other field, but they're a group that always goes out almost every weekend, and they play together all the time, and these guys literally were always ready to go. Like when I said, hey, 2 minutes until we're gonna roll out, these guys were podding up real quick. They were rushing to get back out there. They're constantly out there, and these guys were there, like I said, to the very last minute, to the end of the game. They pushed all the way through. One of the guys ended up pulling. It was when we lost all of our bases, right? And they ended up getting sneaking 2 bases, I believe from the red team because they were undefended, and they went like through the woods, and ended up getting 2 bases that were undefended, or there was like maybe 1 or 2 guys there. So and that really saved us because, like I said, yeah, there was a point where we had nothing, and we were just getting smashed. So I had to give those guys just were always there for me. Every single one of them were coming up to me, asking what they could do, and they were just kicking butt out there. And then the other guys were airsofters that don't play paintball, and they decided, hey, I want to come out and play this paintball game, and they were awesome. They were using rental markers, but these guys were on the front lines, like pushing hard. Like one guy ran all the way into the base, somehow survived, and was shooting all the players. He was like standing, you know. I couldn't believe it. This guy's like wearing jeans and a t-shirt, you know, and so I gave those guys my last 2 flags. So it was just you know, the guys who I saw on the field that stood out to me, and who did some awesome work out there.
Cool. So I'm thinking we're going to do that again in future.
Yeah,
Red, White, and Blues.
definitely.
Nice little motivator. Nice little thank you to some of the players.
Yeah.
We've got a few. Is there anything else either one of you want to say about Red, White, and Blue, or anything else we want to touch on before we move on to just general questions? We're getting close to the hour, so.
Myself. You know, I would just, you know, obviously like to thank Bill and John and Reaper, you know, for leading an awesome game. We had, like I said, just under 300 people, the biggest turnout we've had yet, and I know a ton of that had to do with the recruiting from Bill and Reaper and John. I mean, you guys are phenomenal.
The field played awesome with those amount of people too.
Yeah,
it wasn't like it was a mess. That played awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I know the guys out of Metamora did a lot of work these last couple months, added a lot of bunkers and things like that. You know, really putting a lot of planning into that. So just we really want to say thanks to the generals for promoting, recruiting, getting the guys out there. You know, the staff out there, DJ does an excellent job keeping all those referees under control and make sure everyone's doing what they're doing. And lastly, thanks to GI Sports, Empire, and Tittman. The support from those guys is, you know, phenomenal as always. It was a brigade event. They made a killer patch for us. You know, they promoted hard.
I think it was the best patch so far. Actually.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool patch. You know, they sent the Tittman Tech booth out there that's servicing all the Empire and GI guns, so support there for the players. They were selling product for us. So that's you know, I would just like to say thank you to everybody, the players that, you know, came out. The biggest turnout we've had yet. So
Cool. Bill, any final extra little thoughts, just real quick?
It was a fun game. I mean, I had a good time. I liked the format. I liked the way the field played. I wish the turnout was better as far as points goes. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it was a great game. Had a good time. Really had a good time.
John, you coming back next year to defend your championship?
If I am invited again, then of course, dude, I'm going to be there. So hopefully I get another invitation, but I'm going to be there anyway. You know, regardless. If I'm not the general, I don't care. This game is so fun, and I love, like, the intensity. I know, like, there's some, you know, quote unquote smack talk or whatever, but that's what makes this so fun. But it's all in good fun though, you know. And like Joe said, the refs were great out there. I can always count on the refs to be honest and everything like that about everything, and that's what we all appreciate, that they do a great job and keep us safe. And then the field, you know, like Bill said, is just an amazing field with 3 teams out there. It adds such a cool element to it. The game is constantly flowing. It's super organic, and it's just like, it's just a really good time. If you guys haven't been there, like, I've been there twice now, and it's better from the last time. So I can only imagine how big and what they got up their sleeve for next year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So we're going to get into some of the questions from the live chat. This first question I'm going to put on Bill and John. It's something that Tony and Joe and I have answered a zillion times, and I'm sure you guys have too. But Andre, I'm not even going to try and say his last name because I'm horrible at that and I'll just embarrass myself, wants to know, what's a good starter paintball gun? Bill?
Oh, geez. I mean, I started with Tittman 98. I guess it depends on how much you're going to play. I mean, if you you want your own stuff and you want to go play and you don't want a lot of tech stuff, grab a 98, Tittman 98, go for it.
John, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, if you want your own stuff or you're going to be a rec baller, you know, I always say, so paintball is an expensive sport and it's an investment, right? So if you're going to spend a lot of money on it. So if you really, really want something, let's say you want electro, go ahead and save up a little bit more money and get yourself an electro, maybe a mini or an axe or something like that. My favorite mechanical marker that's very cheap is the GOG Enemy. Super easy to maintain, great shooter, super smooth. So if you're looking for another mechanical marker, and maybe in the 98's not your flavor, whatever, look for the GOG Enemy. But you can't go wrong with either. They're absolutely great guns.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can get crazy with guns nowadays. I mean, there's my Vanquish. That thing is awesome, but it's not it's not a starter. It's definitely not something you want to just jump right into.
Not for the faint of heart.
No.
Yeah.
It shoots some paint. You got to have a bankroll behind you.
That's the other thing to consider here when you get a gun is it's not really can you afford the gun, it's can you afford the paint bill that comes with it.
Hey, I've seen some of the comments on what people pay for paint. Lone Wolf's not that bad on cost for cases.
Oh, yeah.
This next one, I want an answer from everybody because this is a funny one. Kevin Sanders wants to know, or Saunders. See, I screw up names left and right. Sorry, Kevin.
Mark.
He wants to know, why doesn't his parents love him anymore?
Joe, we'll just go right on down the line one with John.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know where to go with that one.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
You know.
Bill's an experienced father, so Tony and I and John are just young fathers, but Bill has two very grown children.
I was just going to say it's all the poopy diapers you left behind, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the times you woke him up in the middle of the night screaming. And
John, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? Don't worry, man. I love you, bro.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to say it's because you didn't pick up the dog poop, but, you know, simple answers are sometimes the best.
Yeah, that's it.
Real quick for Joe and Tony, Elmo wants to know, will you guys be doing any more giveaways in the future?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll.
You like free stuff, Elmo?
Yeah.
You do?
Everybody loves the free stuff, so I know. I think we're getting really close to the 10,000 subscriber mark. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure we'll have something up our
we're going to
sleeves
do
for
a
that,
10K giveaway. We'll call it that.
Yeah, so a
couple
little hint, but
squeegees.
maybe Bill will donate a Mad Frog something. Maybe we can get a PBfit something up here, and we'll do a celebration, right?
We'll get a
That'd
bunch
be
of cool
cool.
prizes. So.
We'll do a 10K giveaway.
All right, we're going to go down the line again. Patrick R. wants to know, what kind of mask do you use?
I use, right now I've been using the Empire EVS, and if I'm not using that, I have an awesome ProFlex collection, if any of you guys have seen it. So you'll either see me rocking an EVS or one of my throwback flexes.
Bill?
I'm playing with the EVS right now. Actually, I got the heads-up display in it, playing around a little bit. That's some fun. I can see a lot of possibilities in the future. 3 years from now, paintball is going to be crazy electronically. There's just stuff that's just out there on the cusp that's going to just, it's nuts. But yeah, EVS. Sorry, I'll keep
No worries.
I wear the V-Force grills. They just look mean, fit well, put a lot of lenses in them. They're pretty sweet. So, John?
My current mask is the Dye i5, but my favorite mask of all time would be the V-Force Grill.
Nice. And I've got a V-Force Profiler because it's orange and it matches all my media stuff.
Yeah, Mark's got the special ref edition.
Yeah, so Dye,
Fancy.
Empire, if any of you guys want to make more orange masks, I'll probably buy one if you make one. I might be the only person. Can you make
You and 3 other people.
Yeah,
But,
nice. Andre wants to know, going around again, what was your first paintball gun?
The first gun I had was the Tittman Mini Light. You could either it came with the plug, so you could either run the tank vertical and you put the plug in the rear ASA, or or vice versa, put it in the center and run the tank out the back. So it was the Tittman Mini Light. It was an off spin of the Pro Light.
If you want to be technical, it was that Brass Eagle plastic blade pump gun from Walmart.
The Stingray?
No, it was
called the Blade.
It was called the Blade. It was
the Blade.
all plastic. You screwed the CO2 in the back, and if you weren't careful and you tightened it too
everywhere.
tight, it like blew. It started to leak, and then it would get the plastic cold, and then it'd blow the back cap off, and then the gun was useless, and you had to go spend another $20. I think what they cost was like $20. It was nuts. That was the start of the addiction, and then literally the next weekend we had Model 98s.
Nice.
My first gun was an all-metal Mirage. I don't even know who it was made by technically, but it was kind of like a Tittman Pro Light. It wasn't plastic, but it was called the Mirage.
Yeah, I remember though. Yeah, I can't remember who. I'd have to Google it now.
It's
But,
been a long time. I was a young buck.
it wasn't fancy. There was nothing fancy about the Mirage. it sounds fancy, but yeah,
We're not in Las Vegas, buddy.
It,
We're real,
lived up
real
to
life.
its name. It was a true mirage, an optical illusion. So,
John, what about you, man?
My very first marker of all time was the Brass Eagle Samurai. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one.
Yeah.
I actually saw it at the paintball, what is it, the museum?
History
that was
Museum at Living
Legends?
Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, dude, that was my first gun. I think that the tank went out the back and out of the back a little bit or whatever. It sucked. Let's be honest, it sucked. And then and then I had a Brass Eagle Raptor. That was like my favorite gun.
Nice.
yeah.
What about you, Mark?
It was a Nikon N65. Man, the barrel on that thing was huge.
Where markers have gone from then till now are unreal. The bodies, I mean, they used to be bricks.
Oh, yeah.
A square machined brick with some, maybe 1 or 2 lines down the side of it. It weighed 20 pounds. Now everything is just
Streamlined and light.
So Royal Red Paintball has a paint question. I'm going to kind of embellish it a little bit. What is the best paint out there right now for woods ball? What would you say?
Whatever.
Woods ball, speed ball, does it shoot out of a gun?
The paint my favorite paint's always been the Empire Ultra Evil, that bright red shell, that purple amethyst shell they call it, with that neon yellow fill. But yeah,
You can see it a mile away.
Yeah, Ultra Evil for woods ball, speed ball, whatever you're playing. I mean, that's always been my favorite ball.
I guess it kind of depends on the weather, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The Marbs is good most of the time, Marbleizer. I mean, but I love the Ultra Evil as well. That stuff is Evil's always seemed to have been one of those higher tier, used better paints.
Well, yeah, like Bill said, yeah, the weather we do taking. If it is super cold, you're going to want to go with something a little more like a Marbleizer, a little thicker shell. But anything 60 or above, 65 and above, on the Ultra Evil all day. So.
Cool. John, you got a paint preference real quick?
Yeah, actually. So in the woods, I like to shoot like a mid-grade paint because if I got to shoot through leaves or little sticks or some crap like that, I want to be able to do so. So I don't like super brittle paint in the woods. But for speedball, my favorite paint they don't make anymore was actually that dye paint. Did you guys get to shoot any of that?
Yeah, the CG paint, like the dye.
Yeah, the CG. I got to shoot that in Europe. Yeah, that stuff was amazing. I'm telling you, it was my favorite paint of all time. And but then now it's either going to be 5-star or it was in Europe it was a Traxxas Hellfire Gold. So
nice,
cool. I like whatever paint I can throw at you and it breaks by hand thrown. Let's see here. The Legend PB again wants to ask if John will be generaling for the white team next year. I'm going to say 8-ball says most likely.
Yeah, more than likely. I wouldn't see why not. So
all right, we got a quick tank.
Awesome.
Royal Red PB, Empire Carbon Fiber Wrap Tank, the gray one, or the Ultralight Empire Carbon Fiber black one. What's the differences and preferences?
Really, the only difference between the two, they both come with the same reg. It's just the weight. The black bottle looks slick, looks stylish, and just going to be lighter. So the regs are on them the same. They're going to perform the same. But if you want something that's light and you like that black and gray look, I would go with the Ultra.
Same amount of shots if it's the same size tank, so it doesn't really matter.
Cool. Adrian wants to know, or Aiden. God, why can't John Smith comment on the...
Marky, can you read, Marky?
Yeah. English is my first language, but you wouldn't know it. He wants to know, what do you guys prefer, woods ball or speed ball?
Myself, I've been playing so long. There was no speedball back in the day. Always like playing in the woods. Now I do definitely like speedball. Probably if I had had to choose, I like getting on the airball field, but can't be playing in the woods though either. So
I love scenario games. Love them. Love the
That's a shocker.
storyline. Yeah, that's a shocker.
So Bill's picking the woods. And
I love,
So I
even
think
if
this
it's
is
not the
going.
woods, it's whatever. If it's a storyline, if you want to figure out a storyline that's cool on an airball field, hey, I'm all for it. Actually, airball was fun. I love playing it with before, but I think we have more fun. We play every once in a while with the portable stuff. We play, but I enjoy the scenario so much more. But in the winter, you got to get your fix, so you run out here to the indoor and play. You just gotta.
That's the best part about the scenario plays. There's no stress on it. And playing the tournaments gets stressful, and everyone's
we can goof around. Yeah, we can goof
that.
around a little bit more. There's, the money that's in the game. There's not a prize at the end except for bragging rights. Usually, sometimes a cool banner and stuff, but. Yeah, it's not like you're going to, oh, hey, we got to win this or we can't, we're not getting home kind of thing. We get to goof around a little bit. We get to have people like CJ running around on our team and making everybody giggle. It's, you got to have fun. Life's too damn short.
Yeah, that's most important, as long as you're having fun playing. So whether it's woods ball, speed ball, whatever, as long as you're having fun, man, that's what the game's about.
Speed ball. For me, it'll be, yeah, no, go ahead, Tony.
Hey, man, I'm just saying speedball. Just going to leave it at that. Lots of funsies, you know what I'm saying?
For me, I've played, sports my entire life, and I consider paintball a sport. But speedball is my bread and butter. It's what I've been doing for a while now, and it's just super enjoyable. I love the competitive nature of it. I love being violent on the field. So woods ball, I kind of got to throttle back a little bit. So. I'd have to say airball is where I'm at.
I prefer speedball because I don't have to run all up and down the hills and trying to find the action.
Yeah,
I know where it's going to happen.
When you're dragging a camera
I gotta
along.
imagine it's easier not to get shot on the speedball field. You probably don't get shot on the woods ball. We think shadows move and that's it. If we can't tell it's red, it's dead.
All right, this next one I can pronounce because it's Mark. And I think he's looking for offers. He says, how much could you sell a Geo1 with a Geo3 bolt?
That's
exactly. I think he's looking for offers.
I won't give you an offer, but you probably get $100 for it.
Right.
To someone else. Honestly, it's a Geo 37 model now, so.
Yeah, Planet Eclipse actually released 2 new guns within the past hour that we've been on. So.
Disclaimer, that is a joke, but they might have done that.
It's possible. I haven't looked at my internet. Yeah, pulled my phone. There'll be an email, Planet Eclipse new gun. So
awesome. I think that's just about it.
Cool.
Hey, John, you want to tell everybody where they can find you and
tell them and kiss them goodbye too.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube at the PBfit. That's the space PBfit. You're gonna get a lot of peanut butter. Just ignore that stuff. But just go ahead and subscribe on my YouTube, and new videos are up every week.
Awesome. And Bill, where can people find you?
Facebook, Mad Frog Militia. YouTube, Mad Frog Paintball, madfrogpaintball.net's the website for the portable stuff, and it's got some team stuff and other events and stuff on it. This weekend we'll be at Hell Survivors for Michigan Monster Game
Monster
too.
Game this weekend.
The yellow team. I'm actually commanding with Travis on the yellow team against, I think it's Pete, and I know it's Narf. Mr. U though, I don't know if he's coming or not. I'm not sure about that. I heard he wasn't.
All right, I haven't. Yeah, normally they post about that. So, but that'll be an awesome game. Hell Survivors and Michigan Monster Game is legendary. So, probably hot. Yeah, it's going to be a warm one this weekend. So,
have fun.
Oh yeah.
Cool. That about wraps it up then.
So this live stream was brought to you by us. If you want to support us, you can go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/lonewolfpb. As low as $1 a month, and you can get some behind the scenes, early access, exclusive game footage, a lot of different stuff. We've got perks, prizes, giveaway things. You get on your 1-year anniversary, and if we hit certain milestones, we'll be doing giveaways more often, more frequently. So, and if you want to become a sponsor of this live stream, email media@lonewolfpaintball.com, and we'll get that going for you. And if you guys want to sign off.
Cool. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to us, supporting the channel, everything. Yeah, this is going to be a weekly thing now, like we'd said. So every Thursday, 5 o'clock, we'll be doing our live stream. You know, you can look forward to other edited videos Monday through Friday. You know, we'll be doing game footage, tips and tricks, how-tos, all that type of stuff, just more of it, and the weekly live stream. So I just want to say thanks to Bill for stopping by. Thanks to Reeves for dedicating some time to call in and all that.
Anytime, man.
Yeah, we will see you guys here next week.
Shoot you soon, Reaper. Shoot you soon.
Take it easy.
All right, take it easy, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you.